Welcome to the Green Hour on 900 AM WURD. Word on the weekend.
Some of you may know him as Supreme Allah from the show Oz. Welcome, MC, producer, and hip-hop pioneer, Lord Jamar. Welcome, Lord Jamar.
Yes, peace.
Peace. Glad to have you.
All right, welcome, brother.
Thank you for having me. But finally, when I got with my group, Grand Poobah, Sadat X, we were able to come out and add our understanding to the conversation of hip-hop and to the culture. You know, just as an activist, you know, I try to be what you say is authentic and just speak my truth, you know, just speak truth to power and just have no fear. And you know, the truth is what protects me at all times, you know. So.
What do you tell brothers and sisters currently, how do we build our community? How do we continue to build? Hip-hop has taken sort of a different direction. I think you've spoken about that. How do we continue to build?
I mean, well, like I heard you say, you know, earlier, it's all about from the inside out. You know, everybody likes to do things from the outside and then try to go in. You know, you have to start from the inside out. We have to build our minds, you know, first before we can do any physical building, you know. And that's the key, you know. We have to put together our family, you know, which is under attack right now. It's basic things that we need to do in order to get ourselves in line right now, you know. But once we start doing these things, everything else will fall into place.
Now, health, we talk about cultural consciousness. Health consciousness is equally important.
Mm-hmm.
With some of the recent information about toxicity and genetically modified food products, which we talk about a lot on the Green Hour, what do you feel is a step that people can take that might not be aware? How can we get people more aware of what's going on?
I mean, again, you know, knowledge is the foundation of all things in existence. So, you know, just being vocal about things, you know what I mean? Just making your knowledge born. A lot of people don't even know what genetically modified foods are. You know, they've never even heard of this. They don't know that these are things that even exist in the market right now, that they have these Frankenstein-type foods out there. And it really speaks to a bigger trend of trying to make the unnatural natural and the natural unnatural.
Exactly.
Or the normal abnormal and the abnormal normal. So everything is fake right now.
Right.
Everything is artificial. You know, the food, the water, you know, these digital frequencies that they're putting out as opposed to analog. You know, analog is real. Digital is artificial.
You're dating yourself, Lord Jamar.
Yeah. By being privileged to be born at a certain time, you have a certain knowledge that people are not aware of, you know. They don't know the difference between digital and analog and what that really means and how they're able to embed certain codes and frequencies into things. Just like with artificially made foods, they're able to embed whatever they want within that. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever organisms or you know, bacteria or, you know, genes that they'd like to put in there, you know. So it's all about making your knowledge born constantly and, you know, again, just speaking truth to power.
Would you say that with the music today, that same type of genetic modification is happening and it's getting into sort of the minds and hearts of our young people?
Absolutely.
And how do we avoid that when everything is, you know, this digital thing? It's whether it's the music, whether it's social media, whether it's television. How do we sort of protect ourselves from that poison?
You know, that's a good question. It definitely starts, you know, at home with the family. Proper education of the children, That's your armor right there. But this is why they try to destroy the family, so that you go out there and you're unprotected. You know, you're bombarded. Your psyche is bombarded from all sides, from different stimuli that you just mentioned. And we know the subconscious mind is something that is, you know, it responds to symbolism. You know, that's the language of the subconscious mind. So that's why they send a lot of symbols at us. And if we don't have our armor, then
exactly,
yeah, we're just going to be just fall victim to what's coming at us. You know, right now they're telling us, you know, hip hop started as the voice of the have-nots. You know, and right now they've switched it and turned it into the voice of the haves. You know, it's all about looking down on people right now instead of, you know, striving for something better, which is where hip-hop's roots really originated. You see, and when people throw around the word evolution, they use that word as if that means some naturally unfolding prescribement of a thing. And it's not necessarily natural. Like, look up the word evolve. Like, it's an unfoldment of something's prescribed, but it's not necessarily natural. You understand?
Right.
So who is the one that's making the prescription, and what are they unfolding on us right now?
That's right.
That's right.
You know?
Yes.
You know, you said that it seems that what's right or what's wrong has been made right.
Yeah, the natural is unnatural.
And what's natural is
It's
unnatural.
Exactly.
I mean, that when you start looking at different things across the board, you are, even the weather, when we've talked on the Green Hour about, you know, this weather modification, everything, food, weather.
Chemtrails, yeah.
I mean,
Weather,
it's,
look at the, you know, you got the, I mean, it started with something simple as like makeup. You know, like women masking their faces, not happy with their natural face. I'm going to put on a different face. Then we have the weaves. You know, now they have the breast implants and the butt implants, and you know we do, you know, everything that you can get fake right now.
okay, now you just named a whole bunch of stuff for women. The brothers got anything?
Just being inauthentic, men presenting themselves as having more money than they really have, or, you know, you're dyeing your gray hairs to appear younger, or, you know, you're lying about, you know, your marital status, all kinds of things that men do or people do in general that are just not authentic. And when we talk about the chakras, see, this is something that a lot of people need to know about, too, is something basic as the chakras and what each one does and how you get to that third eye state. But you got to get through each one. They got us stuck at the lowest level, at the red chakra. That's where they're trying to keep us at.
Yes, low vibration.
I'm right now working on my blue chakra. This is why I am telling the truth. You see what I'm saying? This is why I need to be authentic in order to get to that next level, because that blue chakra is all about speaking your truth.
Right, right.
And when the more we speak the truth, the more we raise our vibration in order to get to that next degree.
That's right.
Exactly.